Okay, so for all of you that have been following my channel, thank you so much. Thank you for the likes and the subscriptions, the comments. I am still on the Parawing learning journey, and unlike other people, I don't have the time to go out that much, so I haven't been out in a while, particularly after my ENSIS Roger V2 got run over by a car. That really sucked. It was caught in a gust. My friend, who never touched the wing, kind of grabbed it and ended up loading it up under pressure and then let go of it, and there it was under a car. It was beyond repair, but thanks to my friends over in the West Maui Parawing and wing community, I'm able to continue to learn the Parawing, and it is still one thing, sailing upwind. And it's already nuking out here in Kanaha, blowing hard, probably 20 plus already. So my buddy gave me his 2.5 BRM and my other buddy gave me his F1 frigate. So I'm gonna go sail around with both of them and see if I can get some beginner friendliness out of it. A lot of guys also commented, and for which I thank you, is use a harness. So I've never really used a harness much, but I have one, and the frigate has a loop on it for a harness. So I will go and try that out with a harness and really hope that today I can post some decent lines from my tracking app and we can actually have finally do no longer walks of shames. Maybe that's a thing today. I would really hope so, that we are done with walks of shames, you guys. So I'm gonna go sail around, and oh yeah, because I also lost my 360 camera, I am gonna sail around this time with the GoPro in my mouth, I guess. Oh, let's see what happens. Yes guys, I am super stoked. I reached a milestone. Yes, I did 4 runs with the F1 frigate, and I did not do a walk of shame on at least one of them. I got in and out, and I can prove it. So that is super stoked. In the meanwhile, when I got out there, the winds were really nice, maybe 20 knots, and now you can see this behind me. It is absolutely blowing stink out here. I want to say it went up from 18 to 20 to now possibly 25 to 30. I mean, and the gusts, the sand is getting picked up. I gotta get out of the wind here. So beginner style, that's of course the question. What is it with the beginners? With me, you know, guys, I'm working, I got kids, so I'm not out every day, not with the pros, but I want to say that F1 in that low wind is really where it's at, and where it's also at, and that's something I want to definitely stress, and thank you guys for everybody that pointed that out to me, is use a bloody harness. The harness really made such a difference. Being able to sail around without getting my arms yanked around and comfortably hook into the harness. It took a little practice, to be honest. It wasn't that easy to get into the harness right away. I kind of had a little practice there, but I was definitely so much more comfortable and so much more easier to control the Parawing when I was in that harness, and I could actually focus on steering with the handlebar, just find the little nuances and sail out. And yeah, I was able to sail back in. I was definitely very happy, and that F1 frigate really felt stable, you know. I really have to say, the ears barely started to flap in. It did it a couple of times, but not too many. And what also felt nice about that one was that those bridles are thicker. Like, that's the one thing what I liked about the ENSIS, was it felt light and everything, yes, and the thin bridles, but somehow there's something about those thicker bridle lines. I can't really put my hand on it, my finger, or whatever you want to put on it, but it just felt like something a little more sturdy, I want to say. And super happy. I had one bad run where I was struggling, and then I finally got a good run, and then it got really windy. I mean, check this out. I'm mean, I'm standing here, and if I put the microwave a little bit further away, it is absolutely blowing. So I went in and I took the BRM out. The BRM is a 2.5 meter, also thicker bridle, same like the Frigate, same kind of construction, a little shorter the bridles they felt, and I went out with that one as it is nuking, and I was like, wow, my hands get yanked like hard, and I really had a hard time finding the harness. The line on my body's Kanoha Parawing was a little flimsy and not very stiff, so I kind of tried to grab it, but I couldn't then hook into the harness, so my hands got yanked around. Particularly my right arm is actually really sore now, because on the way back I tried to find the harness and then I couldn't, and I fell a bunch of times out there. But one thing is, like, even with a 2.5 meter, it is still way too windy. Because now I'm going to say, like, it is blowing so hard out there. I want to go wing for a moment and catch some bumps. So maybe I put a 2.5 meter wing on, and that should be fine, because I can flare it out. But with those Parawings, and as a beginner in this wind, it makes it really hard. It's really challenging, this whole thing, and for me to really make a judgment call which one is now better than the other is really hard to say. One thing is for sure, now with this hard wind, I had problems controlling the BRM. It felt hard to control, but I should maybe take the Frigate out one more time in this wind to see what the difference is, but I don't really feel like, because it is just too much. If there's maybe a 1.5 meter or a 2 meter Parawing, maybe I would give it a try, but with this wind, no thank you. And that's the one thing with all these Parawings, is when it's windy like this, they just don't like it, you know. There's just not enough of an on and off button. And you know, I just met a buddy here in the parking lot walking in, and he's like, so how's it going with this back? I'm like, you know, it's actually really good, but it's just getting so windy and so rough, so overpowered. And he goes like, yeah, that kind of reminds me from the early days of kiting when we had the same kind of problems. And he's like, I'm patient, I keep winging, and once this whole evolution has taken more shape, then he wants to jump on, but for now he stays winging, because right now I don't even see a Parawing out there anymore. It is just too bloody windy, and that's kind of where I'm at. I'm always doing well in 15 to 20 knots with a 3 meter Parawing, regardless what it is. I'm getting pelted, you guys, here from the back with the sand. Oh my gosh. So for now I'm gonna just hope I have some more wings to try. If anybody knows somebody out there likes to support me, company who wants to have a review, little marketing on the standupmagazine.com, if anybody's out there, send me a wing and I will make a cool video for you guys. I hope my friends let me use those wings, those Parawings, for the next time, my next day off. I will definitely come out here and make another video to show you guys how it's doing. But for now, it is just way too windy. For that reason, we're gonna see you guys in the next video.